Hey, welcome to Your Thick Skull. I'm Griff Wigley, instructor for WordPress for Noobs, and this is a screencast on how to make a link. A link in the body of a blog post or a page, not a link on the sidebar, the widgets for links that we'll cover in another tutorial. This is really about the narrative in a blog post or a page in which you select a word or a little phrase to link somewhere else, another page. Why do it? 4 reasons. 2 selfish, 2 kind of not so selfish. Number one, the search engines love links. Google, Bing. You've heard of Google? Please tell me you've heard of Google. Good. Search engine spiders, there's another word. They love not only new text on your blog or your website, they love to see when they visit links. Why? Because their algorithms. There's another word, algorithms. If you don't know what an algorithm is, it's okay. Just look it up in your funkin' wagnalls. Their algorithms are in part built on harvesting links from other websites so that they can determine the best list of results when people search for a term. So they use links a lot. It's just not a matter of keywords on your website. It's who links to you and what is the status, the power, the page rank of the people who link to you. So they're always looking for links. And when they discover, who's they? The search engines, the spiders, there's a term. When they discover that you have links and you do link regularly in your blog and your other pages on your site, they'll be happy and they will come back more frequently, more than likely. All right? So that's number 1 reason, selfish link for the search engines. Number 2, you want to be able to link to other parts of your website. Now I know that sounds a little strange. Link to yourself actually kind of sounds perverted, but I assure you, we all do it. It's a natural thing to link oneself. But why? Here's an example. You add a page to your website. Say you have new staff people you brought on. You want to be able to, in your blog or in your news page, to be able to say, we've got an update to our staff page, and to take that word, that phrase, staff page, and make a link to it to the actual web address of your staff page. That's an example of linking to yourself. So you will do that a lot if your site grows and you keep an active blog. But even if you don't blog a lot, you'll be linking to yourself. Number 3, not so selfish reason, you want to be helpful. You want to be helpful to the people that come to your site. That's part of why you're doing what you're doing, right? So being helpful often involves allowing people to go deeper into the content of what you're talking about on your site than you actually have on your site. So it's a courtesy. It's a helpful thing to be able to offer your readers, if you want to know more, go here, and therefore make that link easy for them. Lastly, the people you link to will likely appreciate it. It's a nice thing to do to link to other people. Typically, they'll get notified that you're linking to them, and back to being selfish, they'll want to return the favor to you. So even if you're not really a nice person, fake it. Link to other people. The likelihood that they'll link back to you is greater. The search engine spiders will figure that out, and your rankings will go up in search results. So, 4 reasons why link. Number 1, search engines. Number 2, link to yourself. Number 3, for your readers to go deeper. And number 4, to be a nice person. It's a worthwhile endeavor. Okay? Here's how to do it. Alright, here we are on my WordPress for Noobs sandbox site. I use this for demonstrating features of WordPress for this WordPress for Noobs course. So my goal here is to create a link inside of this blog post. And so to get in there in a hurry, I just click edit. I'm already logged in, so it takes me right away to this blog post. And my goal will be to make a link of this phrase right there, the 2 words about page. Now the temptation is, well, let's see, I better save this and then I better go back out to the website and find the URL of the about page. No, what you want to do is use the feature of your browser called tabbed browsing. Does anyone know what tabbed browsing is?
Anyone? Anyone?
I'll show you. When you right-click on a link, one of the options you get is to open the link in a new tab. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is just to click this little doodad gizmo here. I'm using Firefox, so it's just to the right of the tab that I'm currently at. But it's actually faster if you go out to the website that the whole world sees just by right-clicking and selecting Open Link in New Tab. The advantage is that you can quickly hop back and forth between the work area and the external site. So as you make changes, you can quickly refresh and do what else needs to be done here. So, the About page. I click the About page. My goal is to get the web address, the URL, up here in the address bar for the About page. I click it once, it all turns blue. That means it's highlighted. So I can either do Control-C or I can right-click, make a copy, hop back here. Another thing you do not want to do, because it looks bad, it'll make you look like a newbie, is if you right-click paste the raw URL of the page that you're linking to. It looks crappy. You don't want to do that. You don't want to paste the link in the body of a blog post or a page. You want to make a link. Make a link. Don't paste a link. So either by just double-clicking a word, it'll highlight it, or you can drag through left to right or right to left, highlight the phrase. And then this little doohickey here is the link icon. Notice if you haven't selected anything, I'm going to deselect that. See how it's grayed out? It means you can't use it. Why can't I use it? Because you haven't selected anything. So you want to select a word or phrase, and as soon as you do that, this icon is smart enough to light up and says, well, now do you want a link? And so you click that, you get this little pop-up box. Notice how WordPress tries to be helpful and puts in an http:// for you, which is handy if you're going to type it. Type the web address. You don't have to type that gobbledygook, but in this case, we're just going to paste right on top of it. So you don't have to delete this. You don't have to backspace through it. You can just right-click and paste right on top of it. You want to make sure that there's only one http:// there. Otherwise, the web address won't work. In other words, let me do that again. Click that. There's the HTTP. If I click there and then paste, I've got 2 HTTPs in there, and that will not work. So, just going to highlight that, delete it, paste it back in, click Insert. Now, it looks like I've made a link. I can't click on it. Why not? Because this is the editing window. This is not what the whole world sees. This is only what you see as the author of this blog post. So you actually have to update your page, publish your page. And this is, again, instead of now going out and viewing the post by clicking here, all I have to do is come over here and refresh the page or click home. And now you can see, let's link to the About page. And notice you can always test it even without clicking it. The status bar of your browser down here will light up with the URL of whatever you mouse over. So my mouse is an arrow right here, but as soon as I mouse over this link without clicking it, down below here, it lights up. And you can always test it by clicking it. Takes the About page, so we know we're good to go. All right, same with an external site. Let's say I want to make a link on this About page to WordPress. So I'm going to right-click, open up a new tab. Now I'm at the WordPress.org site. Let's say we go to the Documents area, and so I want to link to this. So I come up here, get the URL, click on it once, right-click, copy, hop. I can hop back here, or I can hop back here. Which would be quicker? Well, I like keeping 3 windows open, even though I can go in and edit the About page quickly here. Let's keep from getting too confused by opening up the pages and going right to the About page, editing that, selecting the word WordPress. Notice if I hadn't selected WordPress, that's not lit up. It's grayed out, that's called. Now it's live. I can click it, right-click, paste, click Insert, Update, hop over to my new tab, click Refresh, and now the word WordPress is linked. Wasn't that easy? I said, wasn't that easy?